Welcome back. Let's work on lesson 4, graph proportional relationships, 8.4a. We only have one example in this lesson, so it should be very easy. There's a word problem. A printing store used 24 ounces of ink in 18 minutes. Which graph has a slope that best represents the average number of ounces of ink used per minute? So we got a keyword per. We should already know per, each, every, representing for the slope. So that means how many minutes will be X. And then how much ink will be Y. And we're looking for the slope per, each, every. And then we always ask ourselves first, is that a proportional or non-proportional relationship? Since a printing store uses 24 ounces of ink in 18 minutes. Think about if they do not print anything, will they if there's no time, will they use any of the ink? There's a no. So X, which one depends on which? We should know. Y depends on X, which is what? The amount of the ink that they use. The number of ounces of ink they used depends on the time, right? So that's Y depends on X, which means in this case, we should be able to figure out this is a proportional relationship. We should know proportional. We use what? Y equals KX. We got two different ways to find it. First way is we know it's a Y equals KX. It's a proportional relationship, and we have already know the number of minutes will be X. So X representing for 18 minutes. X equals 18. And then Y will be the number of ounces, which is 24 ounces. And to find our K, we should know K equals what? Y over X, which in this case we can put it into the calculator, which is 24 is my Y, 18 is the X, which will have a what? 24 divided by 18. This number is a 1.333 repeating. So that means we should have a 1 and 1 over 3, which if we convert it to a improper fraction, we'll have a 4 over 3. That means every 3 minutes, they will run 4 ounces of ink. Once again, X is the amount of time, which is minutes, and Y will be the ink, right? So that would be 3 minutes, 4 ounces of ink. So that will help me to go to my answer choices, which is 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Do these? Does A have a 3 minutes for 4 amounts of ink? Nope, 4 ounces. That's not right because they have 2 ounces. That's a 3 and 2. That's not right. B, we have 3 and 4. So 3 is the time. 4 will be the amount of ink, which is correct. And then C will have a 3, and if you zoom in very clear, you'll see that does not cross the 4, right? Because this one is a little bit over 4. They have like 4 minutes for 6, so it's not correct. And then the last one, same thing. If you go to 3, you should have an 8, which is not right. So in this case, we should pick B. This is the first way. If we identify that it's proportional, which cross 0, 0, which will have a Y equals KX, right? Or somebody would say, I have no idea what is that. I don't know if that's proportional or non-proportional, but the answer choices actually give you a clue. This is the first way that we solve it. We have a second way. A second way we will have, if you take a look at the answer choices, A, B, C, and D, you will know the time will be X. X representing for the time for all of them. So X will be the time. Then Y, what is Y? If you take a look at all the Y's, that's the what? Amount of ink, right? In ounces, right? So that means if you're going back to your question, you don't know which one depends on which one, that's all right. If you can take a look at this question and they will give it to you 24 ounces in 18 minutes. So that means if you're matching with that, time is what? 18. And then ink will be what? 24. Then I should be able to set up a table, which is 18 and 24. And also, if you take a look at all of your answer choices, do you see they all cross what? What's the most important point? 0, 0, right? So if you put 0, 0 in, and that will fall back to the lesson that we previously reviewed. We can go to our table and create a table by using 1824, 0, 0. Remember, our equation will be y1 similar to mx1 plus b, y1 similar to mx1 plus b. Then we should be able to figure out m equals 1.3 repeating, b is a 0. So you should be able to figure out 1.3 repeating. You should know that should be a what? 1 and 1/3, right? So when you write your equation, you will have a y equals 1 over 1/3 x plus b plus 0. Do we have to write it? Nope. So that will be my equation, y equals 1 and 1/3 x. Then I can also go back to my calculator. Y equals, I got my equation. That's going to be an equal sign right there. 1 over 3 with a 1 at the top, x. That's what we have, right? And then we're converting that to a table. Remember how to convert it to a table? Right here at the corner, you have a gear. Click on the gear. And then right here, here's the table, right? So you convert it to a table. You will have all these numbers. Don't worry about it. We'll take a look at this. So if you go back to A, do we have a 3 and 2? So go right here. I don't have a 3. Go back and type in a 3. 3 and a 4. So it's not going to be a 3 and 2. So A is not correct because it's a 3 and 2. On B, do we have a 3 and 4? Yes. And then if you don't very sure about it, can we go to another point and check? 6 and 8, do we have it? Yes. So that means this one potentially will be my answer choice. C, same thing. Does it have a 3 and 4? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a 4 and 6. Let's see if I put a 4, what do I have? 5.3 repeating. This is definitely not a 5.3 repeating. So this one should be a 4 and 6, which doesn't match with the 5.3 repeating. Not correct. And then the last one, D, is the same. Oh, this is too far away because I should have a 3 and 4, but this one got a 3 and 8. So if you eliminate the wrong answer choices, correct answer should be B. Two different ways. I hope you enjoy, and I hope